Welcome back. Now, we continue to follow the sun. And for the past few weeks, we've traveled around the country as part of our Follow the Sun campaign, taking you to some of the best locations to visit in our beautiful country. And this morning, we continue on this journey, and we're visiting one of the 7 wonders of the world, which is, of course, Table Mountain in Cape Town in the Western Cape, one of my favorite spots. And our reporter, Mariska Botha, now, she's there on top of Table Mountain. And she is, of course, ready and waiting to cross to us. Look at that. Because the thing about Table Mountain, you know, when you're standing up there, Mariska, and you have that aerial view of Cape Town and you're looking down on Lion's Head and all of those things. Oh, man. Mariska, good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers across South Africa. You are absolutely 100% correct. I was just saying to Colette van Aswegen earlier as we came up with the cable car, which they made special arrangements for us, by the way, it never gets old. I'm from Gauteng, born and raised in Gauteng, and the first time I saw this mountain, I nearly burst out in tears. Yes, it sounds very dramatic, but when you see it for the first time, it is absolutely magnificent. And as my colleague Lucanio Mazansana showed you there, that's the sun's rays. We followed the sun and we found it here on Table Mountain as it's busy rising to my left and your right. But to chat to us a little bit more about what Table Mountain Aerial Cableway does, which is of course how people who do not want to hike like myself get up Table Mountain. It's with the cable cars. We're chatting to Colette van Aswegen. Colette, thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. You're looking beautiful standing here. First of all, tell us about the Table Mountain Aerial Cableway.
Hi, good morning, Marissa and viewers. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Table Mountain Cableway has been running for the past 94 years. Since 1929. So we've been around for a long, long time. We're super excited about welcoming visitors to Table Mountain this holiday season. We can't wait for people to get here.
And how does it all work? How much does it cost? Is there different pricings? How do people get tickets? How does it work?
Okay, so we've got 2 different types of pricing. We've got early morning pricing, which is 420 Rand per ticket. And in the afternoon, it's less, it's 360 Rand a ticket. And we'd certainly like to encourage visitors to visit in the afternoon because it is so very busy in the morning. So we encourage people to come in the afternoon. We also encourage visitors to actually pre-purchase their tickets online at tablemountain.net. That way they arrive with their ticket in hand and then get access to the queue to the cable cars immediately. We also recently introduced a fast-track pathway, which allows you even faster access to the cable cars, so less time in the queue. And the uptake on that is also quite encouraging.
And of course, there's a special pricing for pensioners. And then, of course, you have special programs with children as well from Cape Town.
Absolutely. South African pensioners 60 years and older, they pay 120 Rand per return ticket. So all you have to do is to bring along your South African ID to our ticket office and we'll issue with a specially priced ticket. For South Africans young and old, we've got our birthday ticket. So you can come anytime in your birthday month, even if it's before your birthday, to claim your free Cableway birthday ticket. All you have to do, again, is to bring your South African ID along. If you're a child, bring your birth certificate along, and a parent or one adult has to accompany a child when they come and utilize the birthday special.
Speak to us about your School in the Clouds, because you do special programs with schools as well.
Absolutely, yes. Our Class in the Clouds program is very, very popular amongst schools. We offer a specially guided walk and a trip up in the cable car to learners. So schools have to book for this. They can book through our Class in the Clouds coordinator, CIC. They can email CIC1@tablemountain.net for further information on it.
And how does that work? What do they learn while they're here?
Well, they get taken on a guided walk by a qualified guide who shows them around here on the mountain. They are handed a booklet with with some questions, etc., a worksheet, and then at the end of the tour, they then have to complete the worksheet. So it's fun, and also, there's a bit of play, but then there's also a little bit of work that's required to make sure that they do pay attention.
Yes, because there's so much to learn and see up here. Colette, you've traveled up this mountain so many times. What is your favorite part of this mountain?
My favorite part is certainly the cable car ride. It's always exciting to see visitors just being in absolute awe of the cable car ride itself, of Table Mountain, and also of this very beautiful city that we're living in called Cape Town.
Yeah. And then lastly, people don't always think about it because we're in a city, but this is a mountain. How high is this mountain?
Well, at the moment, we are at the top station, so it's 1,067 meters above sea level. The highest point on Table Mountain is Maclear's Beacon, and that is 1,085 meters above sea level. Yeah. So, or 3,000, top station about 3,500 feet above sea level. So it's fairly high. There's quite a distance between the lower and the top station that you have to travel to get to the top. Yeah. And weather conditions here at the top can be very different to what it is at the bottom. We encourage visitors, especially this time of the year, to wear sunblock, wear comfortable shoes, always bring a light jacket along when you visit Table Mountain. Because sometimes the wind pops up and it's a bit cooler here than what it is at the lower station.
Thank you very, very much. That was Colette van Aswegen of Table Mountain Aerial Cableway, giving us all the details about how to get up this mountain. And that wind she's been talking about, it found us. We found the sun and the wind, and both belong to Cape Town. So for now, we'll see you a bit later again from Table Mountain. We'll speak to you a little bit later again.
Well, thank you so much, Mariska. And as I say, one of my absolute favorite spots in the entire country. And yeah, it is priceless. And Mariska summed it out beautifully, saying it never gets old. It really doesn't. Right, that's segment one for Following the Sun. Remember, we still got Leanne to come. She took the plunge. She went down, to swim with the sharks. So wait for it. You need to see this. I was never, ever going to do that. But Leanne, she did that. So we'll show you more of that later on.